you say you're coming with me, I'll take you there. We're just...
What's up guys, Marica here. Today I'm going to do an album review. Okay, more like an album reaction, it's not an album review. So you guys actually requested that I do a reaction to James Blunt's brand new album. And yeah, I'm going to do that, but I'm not going to listen to every song in full. Obviously, I've heard it already. It's been out like 2 weeks now. Was it more? So I'm going to simply go through it, tell you what I think of the songs and what my reaction initially was to it, because believe me, I always remember what I thought of a song when I first heard it. So we're gonna go through it and then I'm gonna tell you like what I give the album out of 10. So let's get started, shall we? So the first song is called The Truth. Let's have a quick listen.
It's a long, lonely road that I've walked on my own. Never thought I'd end up in this place. I went fast, I went slow.
So the beat then, it got me when I first heard it, obviously.
And I'm not trying to find somebody.
It's a good opening track. Like you can't argue with that, it's a good opening track.
Yeah, the real thing is gold. How I wish I could hold you.
Okay, let's go through the chorus, shall we?
I wasted all of these days and nights trying to chase all these empty heights, but I had to go to my wall, so I know that I just needed you. Oh, as I look out at the morning sun, there's no escape from the things I've done, and out of everything I've lost now, I know that I just needed you. Oh, darling, that's the truth.
Okay, so I guess that's like enough of the song to like make a judgment, like if you haven't heard it before, so you can like say if you agree with me or not. This is a great opening track. I honestly love it, actually. Like, to say that I was expecting something different won't be entirely true, because he is kind of known for opening his albums with the more light-hearted tracks at times. So we've heard that before, like Some Kind of Trouble especially, opened with a really nice upbeat track. You know, it kind of lulls you into a false sense of security that this album's gonna be like not super sad, but come on. We listen to James Blunt because we love sad stuff, let's be honest. So this is a great opening track. I really love the song. Can't complain, honestly. Does it set the tone for the rest of the album? No, in my opinion, it does not. It really, again, it lulls you into a false sense of security. But it's a really nice song. I like it. It's still very James Blunt, which is what we're all hoping for when we get a new album from an artist. We all hope they haven't gone to the dark side of EDM music. So let's listen to the second song, which is Cold. I already did a reaction on Cold, so what do I think about Cold? You must have heard Cold. If you haven't, here's a little tidbit.
It's been lonely, trying to get your attention from 1,000 miles away.
Sound familiar? You must have heard it on the radio somewhere, at some point.
And you know me,
Okay.
always overthinking the worst possibility.
Well, let's get to the chorus.
Cast away in a sea, he's a little.
Here goes.
Without your arms around me, without you on my skin, without you on my body, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be desperate or pretend that I'm not torn, but I don't want to let go of the things that keep me warm. Without you, I'm just cold.
Okay, you must have heard this. You already know my opinion on this song if you watch the reaction videos. I love this song. This is one of the best songs on the album. It was also the first single that was released. I was impressed. I had high hopes for this album when the single came out. Okay, high hopes. Were they crushed? You'll find out. Okay. Third song, Champions. This one was actually released ahead of the album as well. But I didn't do a reaction video on it, so let's give it a listen. So obviously, hearing guitar right there, I'm like, James Blunt, yes!
Get a little nervous, then I stumble and I hesitate. Never take a chance because I'm too afraid my heart will break. Everything I ever want is standing right in front of me.
I mean, this is really nice.
But
Typical
I think that
James
I'm
Blunt.
running from the only one I really need. But time stands still and I'm feeling so much and it's all right here.
Okay, so here you kind of, obviously,
you're the one.
you can hear there's a big chorus coming. And he didn't disappoint at all. Spoiler alert.
We can be the champions, we can own the night. Yeah, might destroy us, but we gotta try. Can't keep looking backwards, running from the light. Cause this could be the greatest moment of our lives.
Now, who doesn't like the harmonica in there? I mean, come on. You don't hear a lot of songs using that anymore. So this is a nice touch. And that production right there is amazing. I'm pointing to the little speaker here, if you're wondering what I'm pointing to. Okay, so Champions, great song. Absolutely loved it. Also a bit more upbeat than usual for James Blunt, but come on, like his previous album, The Afterlove, was already full of more upbeat songs while still being true to himself as an artist. So this is not half bad. I mean, actually, this is also one of my favorite songs on the album. I can't complain. Also, nice track after Cold. I really didn't disappoint. So, number 4, Monsters. Guys, I can't listen to this song. It just really makes me want to cry. So, we're just gonna do a little snippet for those of you who haven't heard it. Like I said, this is really typical James Blunt. Just stripped back piano and all the freaking feels.
Before they turn off all the lights, I won't read you your wrongs or your rights. The time has gone.
Okay.
Chorus.
Chorus.
I know your mistakes and you know mine. And while you're sleeping,
Still can't get over those vocals.
so daddy, won't you just close your eyes? Don't be afraid. It's my turn to chase the monsters away.
Okay, that is a really sad song. It's one of the saddest songs on the entire friggin' album, okay? I did a reaction video on that. If you want to see all the feels, you can go watch that. So he wrote this to his dying father, I heard. I don't have confirmation that that's true, but I mean, from the lyrics alone, you can hear that. So yeah, this is an incredible song. I feel like every album should have at least one very emotional song, and he really brought it with this one. So great song, very sad. Can't really listen to it. Usually just forwards it, not because it's bad, but because it's just really, it's really sad. If you're curious, just go listen to the song, man. Yeah. If you want to feel some sad vibes. So the 5th song on the album is called Youngster. Okay, let me not give away my thoughts on this one. Let's give it a listen real quick. I mean, come on. That riff right there.
Yes. My mama always said life's better when you say yes. All that you can do is dare to do your best. When your hand is on your heart and it's beating out your chest.
I mean, come on, this is amazing.
You're blessed. She said, I don't wanna feel like sitting down. Feels like both my feet are stuck.
Feeling so cool, yeah.
every day I get a little more left out.
Some great writing here, musically as well as lyrically. It's great.
'Cause I'm not getting any younger. Oh no, some new kids trying to steal my thunder. Oh no, but I will never take it back, take it back, take it back, take it back to the start. 'Cause in my heart I'm still a youngster.
Okay.
Saying no.
It's lovely. That is one lovely song. It's got so much swag. Come on, you can't deny. Like, this is probably like the swaggiest, if that is even a word. That's probably the swaggiest song I've ever heard from James Blunt. And it works. It is perfect. I love it when he does this kind of thing, you know? It's kind of different for him, but it's still really true to who he is. Come on. You need to know about his sarcastic tweets on Twitter. Like the way he trolls other people who troll him. Yeah. And this song kind of embodies this for me. Like, I really love this song. No complaints on this one. This is a really nice addition to the album. Love it. Love it. Next song is called 5 Miles. Okay, here we go. So when I saw the title, I had high hopes for this song.
It's a shame that I'm never gonna see your face again.
So this sounds great. This is starting off amazing.
We're both strangers.
Bit more production, we have a bit more oomph than the previous songs, which is great. Great, it's all good.
Well, I hope I don't sound out of place, and maybe you will think it's crazy. You look amazing, so I'll say it straight. I've got a real fast car with a key.
And then this was
I'm
just
just 5 miles from a field.
disappointing.
So when your red lights
So
go
just listen.
green, if you say you're coming with me, I'll take you there. I'll take you there. We're just 5 miles from a field.
Okay.
So wait.
Why don't I like that? Because, you know, I'm okay with James Blunt doing dancey, very pop songs, commercial pop songs, when he's collaborating with somebody, okay? Like with Robin Schulz, with OK and all those. Like, I could deal with that. He's collaborating with someone who does this kind of music. That's cool. That's cool. Then he put this on his album. I was desperately looking. I went back to the song, like, who's he collaborating with here? Who is he collaborating with? Please tell me this is not a solo James Blunt song. And it was that I'll take you there. Da, 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 da. No. Just no. I don't know about you, but I am sick and tired of the music that Thames brought with it. The massive drops and DJ sounds, you know, everything sounds the same. And I'm sorry to say that this song doesn't deliver anything for me. It's got even the lyrics, like the lyrics is okay, but he can do so much better. I was so disappointed in the song, guys. Like, you can, of course, disagree with me. It really depends on what kind of music you like. And, you know, I don't have a problem with this kind of music per se. I just don't want to hear it from James Blunt. Okay? Like, I just don't. So this song, gee, if I had to give it a rating, I'd give it like a 3 out of 10 because I was so disappointed. Super disappointed. So disappointed. So from here on, I was like very cautious about the album. I was like, am I gonna like the rest of it? So let's go to the next one. That is called How It Feels to Be Alive. Okay, so this was a relief. After what I just listened to, this was a relief.
And my body's cold.
This is James Blunt, okay?
You
All
will
fuzzy, sad feelings.
dressed in black to my door.
And I love the little dip
And
he
the
does with his
bells
voice there.
will
It's
toll.
great. It's beautiful.
You use my love like an open vein. Just when I thought it would heal, back you came.
See, this is James
See you
Blunt.
again for the first time. Trying to look ahead and not behind.
Let's appreciate that piano there, it's
Reaching
great.
as you do against the tide. Knowing that you're his instead of mine. Getting used to being hurt again. Every day is closer to the end.
Really, the piano really does it for me in this song. Really honestly does.
Waiting to breathe for the last time. Yeah, that's how it feels to be alive.
I mean, this was great. Give me this over a stupid, massive drop any day. I will worship at your feet. Okay, so that's a great song. Absolutely great. It's typical James Blunt lyrics. We have the piano in there, and I love the na 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 no. Okay, that was so false. But you know what I mean, I can't go that low. Okay, so it's really nice. Playing with that drop there with his voice gives it such a nice element to the entire song. And then the massive instrumental we have there right after the first chorus is absolutely amazing. He builds up, then he uses the chorus that is still kind of stripped down, and then boom, we have like an instrumental blow up. This is the kind of music that should get more attention. I want to think that you'll agree with me. So this is a great song for me. Lovely. Okay. Number 8 is called I Told You, which was also released ahead of the album. If you haven't heard it, let's go through it.
Smiling all along, but I was faking. Each and every second I was breaking. I said that I was numb, but I was aching.
Such a nice beat there.
The panic in my heart is hard to breathe through. This the kind of thing they never teach you. I never thought
I can't get over that beat.
Baby, take care of your heart. Every day that I'm not with you. If you're ever scared of the dark, remember I told you. Darling, I will never be far.
I mean,
wherever you go, what you
this
do.
is great.
Baby, I was there from the start. Remember I told you.
Okay.
It has too much to say.
So, I told you I love this song. I told you. This song I love. I Told You is a great song. No complaints. It's typical James Blunt song. And you know what's really awful for me is that he released all these singles that were so freaking promising ahead of the album. We have Cold, we have Champions, we have Monsters, we have I Told You. This gave me the idea that this album was going to go back to basics for James Blunt, and I was so excited. And then that 5 Miles song came along and it just ruined everything. Okay. But this is a great song. This kind of makes up for the 5 Miles fiasco we have there. I didn't give the other songs ratings, but like I Told You would definitely get like, I'm strict with ratings. I Told You would definitely get like at least a 7 from me, or like a 7.5. I want to give it an 8, but I don't want to be like too, generous. Okay, so I Told You, great song. Love this one. Halfway is track number 9. Halfway, whichever way you prefer to pronounce it. Let's have a listen to it. Again, very James Blunt. Music to my ears, like literally.
Nobody drives to the middle of nowhere just to turn around, Nobody sleeps
a nice touch
in the
there.
middle of the bed when they got someone else. And nobody walks up the stairway to heaven just to walk back down. 'Cause it's there or it's not. It's heartbreak or it's love. There's no such thing as halfway.
So the chorus
You're in or out of love.
is not what I
We
expected.
made it or we lost. There's no such thing as
Yeah, let's just go on for a moment more.
Nobody.
Okay, wasn't sure, can't remember if the chorus goes on longer than that. Okay, so this song actually starts off so nice. We've got the nice guitar there, we've got the absolutely original James Blunt vibes in there. And then the chorus came around, and for me, the writing there was just kind of a bit unoriginal. He can do so much better, okay? He can really do so much better. People, don't get me wrong, I'm a massive James Blunt fan, but I just feel like with this song, he only did half of what he could do on the song called Halfway. Okay, so Halfway is like a halfway song for me. I feel like it could have been way better. There was potential for a better chorus there, honestly. And the whole thing of like, it's there or it's not. What's the next lyrics? I can't remember. But there's no such thing as halfway. And then again, da 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 da. No such thing as halfway. I'm like, that's all you could come up with? I'm sure it's not all you could come up with, okay? It could have been better. I really feel that this could have been better. Again, you're free to disagree with me. I just feel that the song had more potential and it did not live up to it. Especially if you listen to the verse and then you get the chorus, which is just disappointing for me. It's a very underwhelming chorus. Like, I don't want the tense drop, believe me, I don't want the EDM thing up there. I just want a chorus like I Told Yous, because that would be really nice for here, like the same kind of chorus. But, you know, you can't have it all. I'm pretty sure a lot of people love this. It actually has, it doesn't have that many plays. People don't listen to James Blunt on Spotify, it seems. Shame on you if you don't. If you bought the album, good for you, then it doesn't matter. Okay, so the next song, track 10, is called Stop the Clock. Let's listen to this one. So immediately, this right here, so weird for James Blunt, but I wasn't throwing it away just yet. Let's listen.
Did it take you a minute to realize that I'm deep in it? 'Cause it feels like hours I've been stuck here thinking I get down on my knees.
This is a typical James Blunt song. That intro might have been weird, but this is James Blunt.
It's like the hands of time putting handcuffs on mine.
And we have some nice lyrics here as well.
It's just killing me slowly. And I'm not ready yet.
Oh, I love this even more now listening to it than I did before. Just kind of really loving it
And all I
right
can
now.
do is watch, 'cause I can't find a way to stop the clock.
Ooh. Okay, so honestly, did you guys just hear that little pause there in the music, and then he goes like, that already gives that feeling of time passing, and you're like sighing because you can't stop it from passing. I love the production, I love the cadence, I love how everything is set out in the song that really mimics the whole time thing, the clock thing. It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. This is a great, great, great song. Love it. This would have gotten like, I think this would have gotten like an 8. This could go for an 8 out of 10. It's a really good, great song. So then, the closing track of the album, track 11, is called The Greatest. Sia has a song called The Greatest, first of all. Okay, that doesn't matter. A lot of songs have the same names. I'm so off topic here. So the song's name is The Greatest, and I was like, I have no idea what to expect, obviously, because this album has kind of been a roller coaster ride. There were things like I was expecting more of, and then there were things that was just overwhelming. So let's listen to The Greatest, the closing track on the album. You know, the opening track and the closing track need to be good, because that's kind of what people remember when they listen to the album for the first time. That's what they remember, kind of, you know. I feel like that's how it is. So let's go to The Greatest. Let's listen to it.
Too much to say, too much to lose.
Honestly, I can't remember how the
Get
sounds
frustrated
actually.
thinking about the world I brought you to. It's a battle of time that I have with you. We
I can't
decide
remember the song,
the how, the
and it's the
when,
closing track. I just
to make it
contradict
through.
everything that I just said.
I feel that you deserve a chance to know the truth and to be better than
Nice there.
The ones who came before you only to let pride and money weaken them.
I love the cadence of that part.
Be the young, the brave, the powerful. Cause the world is standing waiting for someone to come and change
I remember the song
Be
now.
the young, the brave, the powerful. Cause we need a soul to save us. Need someone to be the greatest.
Ooh, violence. I love a good violin.
So many words,
And we have the beat there.
veiling the truth.
Okay, I should stop.
The
Okay, so I kind of forgot what that song sounded like, and now I do remember. It's a great song. You should hear the second chorus. Like, it has a lot more instrumentals there that just makes it so great. The Greatest is a great song. Okay, it has a very nice verse. The cadence in that verse where it goes like la 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 la, where it has like the words strung close together in the song is really nice for me. And then of course he gives us an amazing, typical James Blunt chorus. And I have no complaints about the song. Probably get an 8 from me as well. I'm actually very mad at myself that I didn't rate the songs from the start. But I didn't really want to put a number on it, but like the ones I really like, I totally rate. And then the ones I obviously absolutely dislike. Just to get you an idea of how much, to give you an idea of how much I actually like or do not like it. So The Greatest for me is a great song. It is a great closing track for the album. So this album, I feel like he started it off well. Then it was like a little turbulence there in the middle. And then in the end, he ended it really well. My thoughts on the album as a whole is that I was a bit disappointed. I'm not going to lie. I was expecting more. Because of the singles that he released ahead of time, I was probably expecting too much. But I was expecting an album almost like The After Love, but more like going back to what he's done before The After Love, like with Moon Landing. Moon Landing is such a great album. Actually, every album he's ever done has been absolutely stunning. I can listen to all of them over and over again. This one doesn't feel to me like I can do that. I don't know why. I think it's because some of the writing at some points are just... I just felt like when I was listening to it and really listening to the lyrics and everything, I just felt like his writing could have been a bit better on this album. Not everywhere, and not like even a large part of it. It's just here and there where I felt like, but I was expecting a bit more. But overall, this album isn't bad. I think maybe I just need to get used to it. I just need to listen to it a few times more to really get to really, know it and make peace with it. Because sometimes I don't like an album and then I listen to it a couple times and I absolutely freaking love it. So if you didn't like this album as much either, I do recommend listening to it a few times on end. Except if you really can't handle it. So all in all, this is a pretty great album, but it's not his best. It really isn't his best for me so far. Of course, again, you can differ from me. I would give this album like probably a rating of, say, a 6.5 out of 10. Am I too harsh? Maybe, I don't think I'd give it a 7. I don't think I'd give it a 7. It wasn't for me, it wasn't that experience. Some of the songs did give me that experience, but it wasn't like all of them. And like I said, I was expecting more of it at some places. So I would love to know what you thought of this album. Do you think it's his best album to date, or were you also expecting something else and think that this isn't really his best work to date? Or do you differ from me? Because you can. And I'd love to hear what you think of his album Once Upon a Mind in the comments. Please let me know. And thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. And I will see you next time.